people are comfortable, they do not grow. Why would you? You know, if you're comfortable where you're at, there's no reason to grow. It's only through pain. It's a pain point that causes people to look at what they're doing and say, you know what, I need something more than this. I don't like this. This is hurting me. This is not what I need. This is not healthy. It's a pain point that is the cause of people choosing to do better, grow, evolve, expand. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. Okay, so before we get started, I would like for us to take 3 deep breaths together to help ground our energy into this space and get us on the same page here. And then we're going to do an invocation to call in our spirit team. All right, so if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me. All right, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. All right. With your eyes still closed, I now call in our angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. You may open your eyes. All right. So we're going to be doing a reading today about your spiritual path. We're going to use the Lightworkers Oracle. We'll pull 1 card from that to see what guidance you need for your spiritual path. And then we'll use the Light Seers Tarot to pull a progression spread that will show me where you've been, where you're at, where you're headed, so that if you need to make a course correction, you can do that at this time. I will pull way more cards than just the 3, but that's where we start. It's the base spread, and then I'll clarify it out from there and get some guidance. All right, so before we even start all of that, I want to read the channeled message. So the channeled message for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know at this time? Discipline and intention. With focus on the power of intention, set your mind toward the things that you are trying to manifest and maintain a disciplined mindset as you wait for the manifestation to come into your 3D reality. It takes a very disciplined mind and approach to remain focused and hopeful while you are still waiting for your manifestation to come in. Spend time daily focusing on the life that you are creating and start each day with the intention that you will get there when the alignment is right. All right, so there was a lot with that one. And so you're trying to manifest in a change in your life, a new job, new career, new relationship, whatever you are trying to manifest at this time. It's going to take your intention. You're setting the intention. This is what I am trying to bring into my life. That's how you set that intention. Every day when you get up, what are you after that day? What is your goal that day? Your intentions are your goals. And when you speak it out, especially when you speak it out to the universe, that's what helps to bring it to you. That's what is helping to bring you into alignment. The more that you're talking about it. So, the first place that manifestation starts is right here. It starts as this little idea of, I would like to do this. I would like to experience this. I would like this to be a part of my life, right? You start it here. And then you start speaking it out. So you start talking to your friends, your family, anybody around you. What do you think about this? What do you think about if I had tried to do this? And so you're starting to develop a plan. And so when you're talking to these other people and you start doing the research, that starts giving you more information to help you know how to get there, the little steps that you need to be taking. But every single day, you've got to wake up with the intention that you are going to be working towards that manifestation. And that keeps it right here, so focused right here in your mind. And honestly, what you spend most of your time focused on is what you manifest into your life. So do not focus on the lack of it being in your life, because that will just create more lack of it. So that's not the type of manifestation we're doing. You're going to focus on the acts that you're doing to bring it in, and just that you know that this is where you are headed. This is what I'm doing. This is what, so like when you get engaged, that marriage is not the very next day. Usually, you usually have like 6 months to a year or more of engagement to prepare, but you set your intention at that moment, right? When he gave you that ring and you said yes, y'all both set an intention that you will be getting married. Even though it's not today, not tomorrow, it's in the future, but you have set the intention today. And now every single day, everybody around you knows that this is your intention, this is where you are working towards, and this is what you are going to do. That's how intention works, and being disciplined about it enough to know that it's that important to me. I have to bring it into focus every single day and do something to bring that into my life. Ooh, that was a big message that came out just right out of the beginning. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to set some intentions while I shuffle. And so that's part of what I am doing when I'm shuffling, is to when I set those intentions when I'm shuffling, is I am saying, this is my expectation. This is what I am going to do in this reading, right? This is what I am telling the universe that I am wanting. This is what I'm telling the spirit guides what I am wanting. That's why I set the intentions, because I am claiming this is what I want to achieve from this. So as I shuffle, I'm going to set intentions. My first intention is that anyone who comes across this video, there is a message in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time that they need it most. I set the intention that all the messages that come out will be for our highest good. Okay. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all the right words, phrases, and anything needed in order to communicate the message as clearly as possible so that it can be received as it was intended. All right. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. I try to post about 3 to 4 videos a week right now. So like I said, you hit that bell, it lets you know every single time a new video goes out. Also, if you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. That link is down in the description box. I do 30-minute or 60-minute video message readings. You do not have to be present for this. You just have to book it and tell me that you want general, relationship, or career. And so I will do the reading. I'll get it loaded, edited, all that, uploaded. And as soon as it's ready, I will email it to you and you can watch it from the privacy of your own home. So it's actually a neat difference that I offer that, I think it can help, because I did a craft fair a few weeks ago, and one person told me that she really wanted a reading, but she was actually very nervous. She didn't want it to be in front of people. She really didn't even know that, she wanted to have that conversation because she just wasn't sure what was going to come out. And so if that's something that you've been afraid of to get a reading, is because you don't really know, you don't want to have any kind of emotions coming out in front of somebody, this is a good difference that I offered that can kind of help with that. I lost whatever that word is. So. All right. But if that's something you are interested in, that link is in the description box. Okay, so deep breath. What guidance does Cancer need right now for their spiritual path? Okay, we've got initiation by air. There are doves coming out of this angel's heart chakra. I've not seen that card, so we'll see what that is about. Okay, deep breath. Past, present, future, Cancer, spiritual path. Past, present, future, Cancer, spiritual path. Past. We've got the High Priestess. So you were very connected to your intuition. Is the High Priestess the Cancer card? Let's see. It is. The High Priestess is the Cancer card. So you showed up just right away. Present. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration, working with others. Future. Ten of Pentacles. That is complete emotional, spiritual abundance. So this is looking really good. You're on a really great path. It looks like if you're manifesting your abundance, your happiness, it looks like you're on the right path. All right, so let's put all of this together. Initiation by air. Okay. You have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? I feel that this is already connected with the channeled message just because we talk so much about the discipline in your intentions. And then air is about the mental, it is about your, it's about the mind, the intellect. Your mind can become more spacious and luminous if you practice emptying it on a regular basis. The radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against fear and despair, encouraging you with your thoughts of optimism. When not given a chance to empty, however, the mind becomes overwhelmed with unprocessed information. Much of it will be fear-based programming perpetuated by mass media, which is invested in controlling others and manipulating them by fear. This initiation, which liberates and opens the mind, empowers advanced souls to free themselves from manipulation and control. The hallmark of a dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclinations of the heart rather than serve it. The mind can be trained to be a great manager, creator, or defender of what has genuine value to the heart. But the power to feel what has meaning for us, what moves us enough to rise above our fears and risk growth, comes from the heart, not the mind. When the mind is given the task to feel, the heart is told not to feel. Paralysis, confusion, and discomfort are experienced. As you enter into this initiation, you will feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what you once held to be true. As you disengage from habitual mental patterns, you will begin to observe your thoughts rather than be swept up in them. Soon you will begin to experience yourself as the peaceful, steady light of love that you are in truth. Will the mind go through its motions? Yes. However, there is no need to be afraid of this. One step at a time, your spirit shall guide your mind back towards peace. You will change the way you relate to your own mind, becoming more empowered. As you soften the strident action of the mind, you will see that you can use your mental gifts wisely rather than allowing them to cause you pain. Those who have a strong mental energies can accomplish much in terms of communication, invention, and creativity, but they also suffer from the destructive self-talk and mental obsessions. They may even be addicted to thinking, which can wear them out and create cravings for sugar that can lead to depression and illness. Instead, it is much better to regularly take time out from the mind and be in the moment, feeling energized, playful, and at peace. Your mind is a powerful creature. Tame it with persistence, compassion, kindness, and strength. Give yourself rest and an opportunity to switch off and empty your mind as regularly as you can. There is no need to judge or despair. This is an advanced initiation and one that is brought to you only when you are ready. Consider it a sign of your spiritual progress. The world will benefit from you as you learn to handle your mental energies more constructively. This oracle is indeed a omen of greater peace and happiness in your imminent future. I call upon the unconditionally loving ones to help me empty and refresh my mind, renewed in eternal love. May I express my freedom in making wise decisions that create joy and love in me and in the world. I ask for divine mercy, compassion, protection, and instruction to assist me in bringing my mind into loving consciousness. May the light of the divine shine unobstructed through my mind, bringing peace to the world. May the unconditionally loving helpers of humanity help bring light, healing, and joy to the minds of all. Through my own free will, so be it. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like that it connected very well with having a very disciplined mind about setting those intentions and knowing what you are working towards. So again, like I said, your mind is so powerful that whatever you focus on is what you will create in your reality. So that's what it's saying right here, is that if you've been focusing so much on the fear-based things in your life, that's why you're creating experiences that are fearful, that feel controlling, that you're not really wanting. And another thing that was coming to me from all of that is like, this is the glimpse into 4D, from 3D to 4D before you get to 5D, is that letting go and kind of seeing the fear for the illusion that it is. And this is a hard place because I feel like that I spend the majority of my time now more 5D focused, but I do still drop. I do still have moments where I get overwhelmed, with the what ifs, the fears, the limiting beliefs, all of the programming that had been put in. And so 4D is that place where you start seeing it, where you're able to see, oh, wait, the media has a reason why they show these stories that are, just heartbreaking and just like really gripping and shocking, because it catches people's attention. People will watch that. But the way that they throw it at us just everywhere you look is all of this negativity. It really will make you believe that the world is much worse than what it really is. Because when you can pull back from that, like I stopped watching any of the news, media, all of that. I just stopped because it was just negative all the time. And I knew that that was affecting me, especially if you are an empath, or you resonate with an empath. You take that stuff and it is hard and it will pull you down, and that is very hard to get out of. And that will, control when you're sitting here I'm trying to manifest in something better. You're going to keep getting those little hits from everywhere around you. And sometimes you have to remove yourself from certain groups of people too, because if these people are so connected to that fear-based reality that they're shoving it in your face even when you're trying to get away from it, then you might have to put some distance there too. Because I promise you, once you step back, you can see it for what it is. You can see that it's just over sensationalized most of the time. And I mean, bad things do happen, but so do good things. Every single day, there's a lot of good things that happen that nobody's talking about. And I think that if we spend our time really starting to focus more on that really does become our reality, where we can be experiencing the same world as someone else who is just completely taken into that fear-based life. And what we can see as, okay, it's a necessary shift that needs to happen. It sparked change. It's uncomfortable, but it causes growth, because when people are comfortable, they do not grow. Why would you? You know, if you're comfortable where you're at, there's no reason to grow. It's only through pain. It's a pain point that causes people to look at what they're doing and say, you know what, I need something more than this. I don't like this. This is hurting me. This is not what I need. This is not healthy. It's a pain point that is because of people choosing to do better, grow, evolve, expand. But we like to see it, well, the overall majority likes to see things like that as proof of this is why it can't work, instead of disconnecting from that and seeing it as the illusion. All right, let's keep going. We've got the High Priestess in the past, so that is your intuition. Okay. Dreams, powerful visions, psychic insight, serendipity, meditation, introspection, intuition, a spiritual experience. The priestess sits on the edge of this realm and the next, as she draws down meaning and illumination from beyond the veil. Sacred insights and profound wisdom are flowing to you now, and to access them, you must tune in to your intuition and submerge your thoughts into her subconscious realm. The language of the unconscious mind is revealing itself to you now through metaphor in dreams or as an ancient memory that resurfaces to be processed. Pay attention to synchronicity, any nagging feelings of being off track, as well as gut feelings that move you in a new direction at this time. The divine whispers that are emanating from your soul hold an important message for you. And the bridge between the enigmatic realm of the priestess and your conscious understanding of the signs will be found through your own quiet introspection. I have the answers I seek, and by following the truth, I will find them. So, you received some sort of insight, and because this is sitting in the past, you got some sort of insight, a download, a message, an idea, because you understand that a lot of your ideas are actually downloads that are coming in. So you trusted your intuition, you trusted your gut on something, and you started to move forward to work in collaboration with others to build something. And with the others being pentacles, it does make me believe that this is a work, career, cooperation, community, teaching and learning, sharing and listening, teamwork. There is no limit to what you can manifest together. Working with others gives us with the opportunity to learn from one another and to blend energies to create something totally new. Look for conscious collaborators as mentors, apprentices, or both. Co-creating together for the good of the whole is powerful magic, and this teamwork and community card calls you forth to add your unique essence to the bigger picture. Remember that relationships are the base of your well-being. If you are having trouble with others, seek to align goals in order to cultivate peaceful unions. Mutually beneficial relationships place equal importance on each person's novel wisdom and way of being in the world. Regardless of the relational hierarchy, everyone has something uniquely enchanting to bring to the table. When life paths are intertwined, strive to create harmonic states as you weave your way in and out of one another's days. Welcome people into your heart and open doors of possibilities that didn't exist before. I step into the vibration of conscious collaboration. So you are choosing to work with others. And one thing that I see when I see this card is just how they use their own strengths, each person's strengths, to create something way more beautiful, beneficial than any of them could have created on their own. So whatever this idea is that came in, you've realized that it is a great idea, but you need help with it to bring it about, because sometimes things are so big. And if this is a community, because that's another word that was coming out to me, if you're doing something that has a community impact, then you do tend to need more people. And this card also has a very community kind of feel to it, with just all of the people in the background as well. So I do feel like this is some sort of community project that you might have started, that is going to have, I mean, it's going to pay off. All right. Ten of Pentacles is spiritual and material abundance, community, generosity, wealth, and prosperity, building a legacy. Oh, baby, this is the big one. All the love, abundance, and joy that you can muster in your heart. It's coming your way, and it's coming fast. It's time to prepare for its inevitable arrival and commit to your long-term success. This energy is so big, in fact, that you should be prepared to spread some of it around generously. Bring an abundance of positive energy into your life and watch everything shift. Expect the arrival of success, happiness, and an upbeat and loving community as avenues widen and the right connections click into place. This is great. This is great. Remember that perceptions change. You are one small move away from seeing the bigger picture and from unearthing a legacy of pentacles that is already yours. You deserve this success and love. Taste the pleasure of life and embody a state of consciousness that says, yes, I am worthy of this success. I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. And so I do feel like community just kept coming out, that whatever you're working on really is going to be helping the whole. And so I mean, that's big, because I mean, there is so much, like I said, fear-based controlling entities. And when I'm talking entities, I'm like talking like governing bodies, structures, groups, societies, those kinds of things. I'm not talking about like demons, but I'm just the things that we do know that affect all of us. And so if there's a way for you to create a program, like, okay, so one of the structures that is just really messed up in America is the insurance, like health insurance. It's a really, really bad system that needs complete overhauling. I don't know how to fix it, but what is in place does not work. So if what you are working on is going to help, like maybe you are a nurse or maybe you're a doctor and you want to create some sort of nonprofit to where you can help the underprivileged people have access to healthcare, then you collaborate with other doctors, from other specialties, and you find the ways, you find nurses, and you find just other people who know how to do what it is that you're doing. And you all pull together your strengths to create this for the whole of the community. And that would be a great thing, to sort of restructure. The school systems. I mean, school systems in America are not so great. So if there is something that you are working on that's going to help, like the majority, and air is reminding me of Aquarius. Aquarius is all about the humanitarian. So you might have some of that in your chart, a significant of that in your chart, like your rising sign would be one, your north node would be a huge one though. Like if your north node is in Aquarius, then yeah, you're probably very driven to help people. My north node is in Leo, but my south node is Aquarius. And so I already I fall into wanting to do that. But with my north node being Leo, that's really not the path that I'm supposed to be trying to take in this life. But if yours is Aquarius, it's the opposite. You are actually supposed to grow into things like that. I have a link. If you've never looked at your birth chart, I actually have a link for your birth chart down in the description box too. So all you need is your date of birth, the time you were born. That's very important. The time you were born, and the location. And once you put in that information, it gives you the whole chart. And start small with it, because it is overwhelming, but it is also life-changing when you start getting in and learning about the different meanings of all the placements in your chart, because we usually just get told about our sun sign, which yours is Cancer, because that's what this reading is. But there's also many other signs. And so I also feel like that if your rising sign is a Cancer, this reading can be very appropriate to you, because just like I was talking about Aquarius, if your rising sign was Aquarius, then you might want to watch the Aquarius reading, because you might relate to that more. Your big three are your sun, your moon, and your rising. So your sun sign is your overall personality. Your rising sign is the way that you show up in this world. It's the mask that you wear. It's the way that others perceive you. And then your moon is about your emotions, and it's also your shadow self. And so those are three that I would look at. Another one that I like to look at in the birth chart is the North Node, though. The North Node gives you your life mission and purpose. Now, it does not necessarily mean that that's your job, but it is the thing that you're here to work on in this life. And so whatever your North Node is, looking at just this chart behind me, whatever your North Node is, your South Node is directly opposite from it. So if your North Node is right here, Libra, your South Node is going to be Aries, directly opposite on the chart, because the South Node is not usually mentioned on the chart. So that's why I'm explaining that. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start asking some clarifying questions. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore to ask the clarifying questions. Okay. Right now, I have a lot going on. I do really want to get into some videos that go into the birth chart and astrology, because it just plays in so much with what I am doing here. Like, I try to take my own astrology and combine it with what I'm seeing in these cards. And I mean, I feel like when you can do both of those and bring them together, you are going to have so much power over your life. It's just because the birth chart is like the blueprints. It tells you, here's what you were here for. And then these cards, I feel like, are the connection with source, with God, that when I put my questions out there, that this is how I'm receiving answers. So, I mean, just there's lots of guidance to be had, and combining the two together, you're going to get the most impact. Okay, hopefully when my life calms down some, I'll be able to start doing some more videos like that. All right. So what do you have to look forward to at this time? Hold on. Okay. Now, what do you have to look forward to in this situation? Okay. So we've got the Empress. So the Empress in most decks is very pregnant. She is ready to give birth to her whole new life, right? So this is all about creation, creating a whole new life. So what do you have to look forward to? Your new life is imminent. What you're doing is imminent. What you're trying to create is imminent. Your manifestation is imminent. We've got the Tower. The Tower means, I mean, now. It is sudden, it is shocking, it is unexpected. I don't necessarily mean that, think this means something bad in this situation just based off of all of the other cards, but I do think that, you're not going to be expecting this, that it's going to happen as fast as it is, that it's going to come together just like that. And then we've got the Six of Swords, which is moving away from trauma, and it is help coming in. Okay. What do you need to be mindful of in this situation? Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak. But then we have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. So let me see what I think about that. The Three of Swords. Let me go ahead and just get clarity for the Three of Swords too. Why is the Three of Swords there? Okay, so you were in a situation that left you very confused. something from the past left you very confused. You had no idea which option to take. It was very burdensome because the Ten of Wands is heavy, heavy burdens. And then the Page of Wands can be a little careless, reckless. All right, let's piece this together. But I'm thinking that whatever this heartbreak is, you're moving on from it very quickly and easily, because we've got the Knight of Cups, which is all about romance, and then the Page of Cups is a small romantic offer. So whatever you're letting go, I believe that it's just to move on to something better. All right, let's see what I'm getting from this. You have experienced a heartbreak. However, you are not seeing the effects of this heartbreak clearly. Although it is hard to end a relationship, it does not mean the end of your life, which is probably how you are feeling. Seek a realistic perspective. Be aware of the lure of the role of the tragically broken-hearted lover. It gives the lover reason to pine and mourn and never move forward. It's a sham and an excuse to avoid life. Okay, so this heartbreak, you're not seeing it clearly, And then the Knight of Cups. Okay. You are feeling very romantic. You are more interested in candles and decadent dinners and lofty declarations of love than usual. Celebrating the beautiful and sensual experiences of life is just as necessary as any other experience. Enjoy. Be aware of daydreaming when you shouldn't. Don't let romantic ideals take you away from your path. It's one thing to celebrate a dream come true feeling in your life. It's another to chase after dreams that can never be. What do you need to be mindful of? This is the question. What do you need to be mindful of? You are experiencing an emotional situation, one that you probably don't have much experience with. You have the strength of your convictions and present an imperturbable face to the outside world. However, because your lack of experience, you may feel a little apprehension under your confident mask. Be aware of assuming you know everything and ignoring advice. Emotions are surprising things. Even if you think you are prepared, realize that more than likely you haven't considered everything. Don't shun the advice of someone more experienced. The Page of Cups can indicate a message usually pertaining to romance, a creative or artistic project, or an emotionally charged situation. What do you need to be mindful of is not to let this heartbreak, this whatever your loss that you're experiencing, not to let it distract you and take you off your path. Because this card I'm feeling in relation to this is that you have over romanticized what that relationship actually meant in your life. You know, that maybe you're not seeing that it already served its purpose, or that it wasn't serving a purpose, other than what? Occupying your time, giving you, like, I have someone, even if it's not, it's just a warm body. That's really what I'm feeling. And the Page of Cups, what was the warning on that one? Was, even if you think you're prepared, realize that more than likely you haven't considered everything. So, again, I just think don't let whatever this is be what holds you back. It's likely making space. And so the Tower did come out in what to look forward to. So there may be a loss happening, a sudden loss, but I feel like that is what kind of pushes you into working on this project. I feel like that is what pushes you to really completing the project. Maybe this has taken too much of your focus and you haven't put your energy to it in the way that you know that you should have. All right, but it was definitely very heavy and it's time to let it go. All right. What does this situation look like in 6 months' time? Okay. So you've got the Three of Wands. This is about expectation. This is waiting for your ships to come in. So you are expecting lots of opportunity. The Seven of Cups means you have a lot of opportunity in front of you. And it's just, you've got to be very careful because some of the things may lead to paths that you don't want to go down. So be very careful when you're making this decision. So the Two of Wands is about getting really, really clear about what it is that you're trying to create. Looking back at the channeled message, discipline and intention. You're very clear about what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go. And the discipline is in the actions that you are taking. And this card is all about action, which is going to bring you to King of Pentacles. So let's read that card. And this is the energy, because what is, in 6 months' time, yes. An intent man leans forward on his throne as if listening intently to someone talking to him. He holds his staff in both hands as if to remind himself of his great responsibility. You enjoy the finer things in life and are willing to work hard for them. Although you want the best, you don't expect it to be handed to you. At this point, you have worked hard and long. You've wielded your authority and talent wisely. You would like to set down responsibility, if even just for a while, and indulge yourself in the good things life has to offer. Be aware of becoming lazy or dependent on material possessions. Your love of luxury could overcome your practical nature and lead to debt. Although you may be seduced by the good life, you'll find that it alone cannot satisfy you. Okay? So, I mean, it looks like you're moving to a much more comfortable, abundant space. Okay. What is your best move forward at this time? Okay. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is about doing the work. This is the, it's hard work, but I mean, it is diligent, determined, focused, driven. He is going after what he knows he wants. We've got the Page of Cups. Let me look at that one again and see. Page of Cups. Your best move forward. Best move forward. Page of Cups. You are experiencing an emotional situation, one that you probably don't have much experience with. You have the strength of your convictions and present an imperturbable face to the outside world. However, because of your lack of experience, you may feel a little apprehension under your confident mask. Be aware of assuming that you know everything and ignoring advice. Emotions are surprising things, even if you think that you are prepared. Don't realize that more than likely you haven't considered everything. Don't shun the advice of someone more experienced. And because that has come out twice, I feel like the collaboration that you're going to be doing will be working with someone who has more experience than you, who may be older than you, wiser in, experience. And I mean, you understand that you can be wise in one area and somebody else can be wise in another area, that, it doesn't make you less than. It's just, this is what they know. This is what you know, right? So you're going to depend on this person because they do know more about what you're trying to manifest. And then the Ten of Pentacles is that abundance. Ten of Pentacles. So your best move forward. this is also generosity. So once your abundance does start coming in, like the more you spread it and enjoy it in that kind of way, the more you will get. You have reached the end of a cycle. You've learned all that you care to learn. You've invested all you want. You're ready to move on to something new. Just as you received a gift to start off, why not share your abundance with someone else? Be aware of holding on to things that you'll never use again. That tennis racket was great while you played. Now it is time to pass it on to someone new. All right, so there's your advice for how to move forward in this situation. And we're going after the 10 of Pentacles, the complete happiness, abundance, fulfillment. So whatever that project is, you are on the right path for it. It's just you need to be working with other people. Be listening to the messages that are coming in. Stay connected. And make sure that you're emptying out the junk. So if you need to journal, to get some of this out of your head, then that's what you need to do, so that you are a clear channel for the messages that are coming in, and that you can trust the intuition and the guidance. All right, so I'm going to stop there. All right, so if you have found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel, and you can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. Also, if you would please comment, like, and share, that helps tell the algorithm that this video has value. It pushes it out more, and it helps to grow my channel, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And again, if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those. That link is down in the description box. You just book the reading, and you don't have to be present. I will do the video and email it to you as soon as it's ready. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.